You're listening to My First with Brady Matthews. This is episode 17. Yes, Brady Matthews, live.
Can you turn me down a little bit? Brady is so...
We're live, and Morgan's already high maintenance.
He's so powerful with his voice.
Well, now I can't really hear... Well, I guess, there we go, that's good. Is that good for you, Morgan?
Well, yeah, I just had to lean in, but...
Episode 17. It's starting my podcast is always a rocky start. Usually it's Aristotle and his fucking dog.
Has Aristotle done it a couple times?
Aristotle's done it a couple times.
I like him, dude. Aristotle's cool.
Yeah, I bring him in. He's kind of like 1 minute you're riding a bike and having a good time, and then someone puts a stick in your spokes. You know what I mean? You just fly over the handlebars.
Yeah.
That's how I explain Aristotle. Bro, thank you for doing this, dude.
Hey, I'm happy to be here.
I'm fucking pumped to have you. You're one of my favorite comedy people.
Oh, thanks.
You want to know why? Because you're just easy to get along with.
Listen.
Because comedians are not easy.
Let me tell you something.
No, I'm not going to let you talk at all.
Okay.
No.
No, go ahead.
But thank you for doing this. Anyways, how do you feel today? What's happening?
Today's good. You know, I woke up. I'm a little bummed out because I got a new bicycle and it came in the mail and I was going to put it together, but the fork was bent and I was like, WTF, because I was looking forward to riding it.
Yeah, what kind of bike is it?
It's a single gear from this company called State Bicycle Company. It was a cool hunter green color. I emailed them immediately last night and I said, this I don't know if it was damaged in shipment, but we got to fix this.
Where do you take your bike? Because you take it on long rides, or is it just when you're scoping for puss, or what are you doing?
No, this is going to be strictly for
puss riding.
Puss riding, yes. No, I live 2 miles from the beach, not even, and so it's for me it's basically flat. It's for me late at night if I got to unwind, if I got some ideas, I'm going to go for a little nighttime ride through the neighborhood, or where if I got to get somewhere within 2 miles. I'm not going to probably ride it more than 3 miles at the most each time.
You don't wear a helmet when you fucking ride, right?
Do I look like a fucking loser?
Well, you never know, dude. You never know. No, some people always helmet up. You know what I mean?
I do not helmet up. But the thing is, I also don't go fast. I literally cruise at a leisurely pace.
Yeah, you don't look like a guy that's very competitive in terms of like sports or anything
ambitious,
athletic.
Yeah.
I would say ambitious 100%, but I'm saying like me, I'm a competitive guy. Like if I see a guy lifting more than me at the fucking gym because I'm such a jock bro, I'll fucking throw another plate on, dude.
I mean, I'm path of least resistance. And life is about having a good time. It's not about freaking out about. I mean, I guess it also comes from, doing a lot of just failing a lot and losing a lot.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
And you got to enjoy stuff.
But in terms of everything, you first started off doing stand-up comedy with no guitar.
No guitar, man. First time doing stand-up. It was at an open mic.
And how many years did you do it without a guitar?
6 years.
Fuck. Do you ever look back and go, fuck, I should have just fucking brought the guitar?
Yeah,
or do you think everything happens for a reason?
I think everything happens for a reason, but sometimes I do think if I had just started with a guitar, where would I be now? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I only...
Do you think you would have been kind of like, nothing against Nick Thune, but Nick Thune used to do a lot of guitar in his stuff, but it wasn't kind of your style.
No, I'm singing real songs.
How would you, not to cut you off, but how would you explain your style to the people that
I am the R&B version of Lil Dicky.
I love that.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
That is a good way of putting it. And people that don't know, Lil Dicky's got about 1 billion followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And a new show on FX, actually.
Yeah, I got none, but I feel like I'm catching up. I ran into him at the California Chicken Cafe on several occasions in Santa Monica.
So he knows about you.
Dude, I remember I saw him. I was back from like a 24-hour journey from Brazil, but I was so tired, but I went to the CCC and I said...
Love the CCC.
Love the CCC, and I just was like, listen, Nick... Lil Dicky. If you never need a guy to write hooks, let me know. And he was like, nah.
He said no?
He was just like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to be a real rapper right now, but you keep at him, anything is possible.
He seems like a pretty cocky fucking dude. I don't know how. He looks like he's got not that big of a wiener.
Well, I mean...
Because you got a big wiener.
This is true.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, you showed it to me. I didn't want to see it, but you showed it to me.
I showed it to you?
Yeah, you did.
Sometimes I do this thing where I go to my friends and I'm like, bro, you got to see this chick, dude. Yeah. She's super hot. And then I show them the photo and it's my ding dong.
Yeah, I don't know. That's your thing.
Yeah,
I guess if I had a wiener like yours, I guess I'd be doing the same thing. But I kind of I try to keep mine under wraps with my girlfriend. I guess.
Are you still with her? Did you get back together?
Yeah, we never really broke up. We broke up.
But I thought you guys moved out.
We did, but we're back together.
Do you live together now?
Yeah, we live together.
So I gotta have you guys on the podcast.
We were gonna,
but you said you're not gonna do it.
We were moving out. But we'd never moved out. So
wow, man.
I know we should do. Are you still doing your podcast?
Yeah, I'm not doing it as like with frequency because I was doing it every week, but now things are kind of picking up. I don't got as much passion and time trying to focus on other things. You know.
You've been doing. Are you doing the same hour every time you do an hour? Or do you try to change it up? Because I know it's a lot of interactive with people, right?
Yeah, I do. I would say like every hour is like 80% the same.
Do you ever get on stage and get nervous that this isn't going to go good?
No.
Did you ever when you first started?
No, that's a lie. I do get nervous that when I first started. I mean, I remember the first time I did a real show. It was a bringer show at Broadway Comedy Club on 78th. Is it No. Oh, God, what is it? I think it's called The Stand now.
I think I remember you telling me this.
But there's a club on 78th and near the Beacon Theater off of Broadway.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill was the headliner. I could not sleep the night before.
And did you have a guitar?
I did not have a guitar. I did a set. The next day, I broke out in a bunch of cold sores because I was stressed out, which we know cold sores are oral herpes. So.
Sure. Everyone gets them.
Yeah, and so that's what happened. I couldn't sleep the night before. But it's so crazy looking back on 5 minutes. And now when somebody says I have 5 minutes, I'm just like, it's like stress in a different way. It's
5 minutes is because for something that you're doing that you can't really talk about, but we'll get into it later.
Oh, we'll talk about it. We can talk about it.
You had to do 2 minutes?
2.5 minutes, yeah.
That's fucking impossible.
I know.
That's you basically going up saying, hey, Morgan J. And they're like, all right, you're done. That's it.
I was surprised I did as well as I did. And what we're talking about is I'm going to be on a show this summer on NBC.
Yeah, which is super great. It's I can't really give a lot of detail
we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
It's a comedy talent show.
You've got heat now, dude. You've got heat.
I got a little heat, man.
It took
12 years.
12
it
years.
12 years, but
I had heat 4 years ago, and then it just disappeared. Like
how long? How long were you doing it for?
About 8 years.
Yeah. So, I think I would have got heat a lot sooner had I just done the guitar first, but.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, duuld.
But you know what?
But do you think you could have handled what things that are about to come to you? Because you're going to start getting a lot of acting work.
I got to be honest with you. Even when I was doing this show, I remember having an imposter moment. Like my first time doing a TV set, I remember I had a stomachache for an hour afterwards. And then...
Were you going over it over and over again?
Over and over and over and over again.
I fucking hate that shit.
And you just learn, like you have producers... Yeah, like talking to you, network talking to you. There's 100 people looking at you, and then it's like all of a sudden it's you, and then you just do all this preparation, and then the first time you actually do it on TV, you're in an environment that's not what you're used to.
Right. Did you find it hard when you went out for the first time and got into it? Were you in your head for the first time?
I mean, my knees were shaking.
Yeah, mine were too.
I don't remember that. When did you do a TV spot?
For SNL, when I went and tested for SNL. Dude. My fucking knees were like straight. I had to grab them.
I know. It's really weird, right? You hear about people's knees shaking.
Yes, it's true.
And you're like, oh my God, my knees are shaking.
Yeah, but that's such a good feeling to know that you're about to do something epic.
Yeah, and everybody said when I got back, one of the producers said I killed it, but you know how it is, like you don't remember.
Did you feel like you killed it?
No,
you didn't,
because I wasn't relaxed. I wasn't in control. I don't remember what happened.
And also, you can't be very loosey goosey like you usually are for your hour sets.
Oh, I'm so loosey.
Yeah, no, that's what makes your stuff so great. But for doing it 2.5 minutes. So explain to me. I guess we'll just get into it. Explain to me. So. You go out there, and do they go like this? Do they go, all right, Morgan, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go?
Yeah, it was more like you get introduced, because this is not a normal late night set. How
many people are you going against?
I can't. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it just yet. But,
all right. But was there any other musical acts like you?
There were several, yeah.
Oh, shit. Were you like, fuck that guy? Who's this guy? I've seen that guy.
I mean, listen, I do have a little chip on my shoulder, just because I feel like it's taken so long for people to fuck with me.
Right.
And it's very surprising.
As you should, though. It keeps you hungry.
It keeps you hungry, and then when it does happen, you are more ready.
Yeah.
What I was saying, for this TV show, I was having these doubts, like, am I ready? Am I as good as people think they say I am? Did I do it? Like, you know what I mean? Just second guessing stuff, which I think is natural and I think is healthy, because I think if you're going in there with like, I'm the best, that's a good attitude, but it also can be blinding to quality control as far as like.
Yeah. So when you went out there and they gave you the countdown or whatever, and you did it 2.5 minutes. Did you come out with your A game? How do you even select what you want to do when you go out there? Because I have a billion jokes, and I would be really because you went to a lot of open mics before that too, right?
Oh, I was trying to get up. And here's the thing, like, as somebody who was doing a first TV spot, it's like hard for me to get stage time in the city.
And if you tell, like, I told Adam at the Comedy Store, I said, hey man, can I get some time for and I'm a paid regular. I go, can I get some time? I'm doing SNL in a couple weeks. He goes, bro, I mean, I'll try. I'm like, you fucking dick,
dude. It's crazy. It's really.
I'll try, dude. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, maybe. And then I hit up I didn't even have a manager at the time. I had to hit up the Improv, and I go, yo, I'm doing SNL, and they go, yeah, come on in. How much time do you need? And I'm like, how does that work, dude?
I don't know, man.
But anyways, sorry.
I get it. It's God, it's a lot. I'm really trying hard not to be like when if and when things pop off, I don't want to be an asshole about it. I don't want to be I
don't see you being like that. Yeah. But once you show up with if you show up with the chick from Stranger Things as your girlfriend now, I mean,
well, no, real talk, dude. I couldn't get an audition for Montreal or Comedy
Millie
Central.
Bobby Brown hanging out with her.
How old is she?
She's not old enough.
Okay,
whatever.
But
it's 2019. It doesn't matter anymore, right?
I mean, it does a little bit, but once she's 18, I think it's fair game. But even still, who knows what
is 18 too young for you?
No, I think if they have an older soul, I was
going to say, because you have more of a gypsy vibe in terms of
age ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a thing. R.I.P. Aaliyah, who was also young when she was with R. Kelly.
I don't think that was legal because I think he was brainwashing her, but it is what it is,
Yeah, man. I mean, I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm in this weird limbo state before the show comes out. How do I prepare? What should I be doing? Should I write several scripts?
What did you wear?
I hired a stylist, bro.
You did not.
I did.
You hired a stylist.
I paid her $300. She met me at the mall.
Get the fuck out at the mall.
No, I paid her $300.
we met at Westfield Mall.
We did meet at the Westfield Century City Mall.
Oh, well, actually, that place is nice now.
So we met. She got there an hour before I did. I got to the clothing room, and all the outfits were picked out.
Was she hot?
She's a cute girl. She's attractive.
I fucking knew it.
But it wasn't about that.
Sometimes it's always about that.
But the way I thought about it was my first time. This is my introduction to America. It's my first time on TV.
And you want to make sure that you look good.
And I know there's a lot of comics who don't take any pride in their personal appearance. They think like, I'm a nerdy guy. I don't need to look and I'm going to wear a hoodie and whatever.
Right.
But I was like, no, this is my first time. I want to be the Kerry Washington of comedy.
I like it. That's the Kerry Washington.
That's right.
With the long curly hair or without the long curly hair?
Without, I mean,
she was known for her locks. She cut them off.
This is the chick from Scandal, right? We're talking about the chick from Scandal.
Correct.
The African American actress Kerry Washington.
I'm thinking of a different person.
Okay, you're thinking about the chick from
yes,
Felicity. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the black actress.
Get my Washington.
The black actress from Scandal, right? Kerry. Cool.
Paul.
Kerry Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a style fashion person, and I think why can't a comedian? Rappers do it all the time.
Yeah.
Why can't I be that?
Dude, I love that. I love when you get the heat and things are popping, and it's just such a good feeling when you wake up in the morning, you're like, everything's going to be okay.
At least for now it is.
No, I mean, you're going to be fine, because I really think you're finding your stride. And who was I talking to? Your buddy that does the show in Santa Barbara.
Oh, Brent.
Yeah, I bombed so hard.
He's sad, but I was surprised about that.
I fucking ate a huge dick. The crowd.
What do you think happened?
They didn't like me. I don't get it,
dude.
Yeah, I did not do good.
If it makes you feel any better, I never do exceptionally well there. For some reason, I do.
It was weird because all of them were talking a lot, and then some weird bum guy came and sat next to me and threw off the vibe of what. And I was just like, I don't know, dude. They were just not my crowd.
Dude, I never do well there.
They're just not my crowd.
I never do well there.
Yeah, so I was like,
I personally think that the way the room is set up.
Totally,
is weird.
It's right by the door, which is tough.
It's a long room.
And also that stage, dude. You know me, I move around a lot when I'm on stage. So if I'm just up against the corner, I'm just not myself. It's like you do 2.5 minutes on TV.
It's not me, but
it's not your style. I mean, you gotta get used to it. But so in terms of preparing, did you have to go to open mics and just do 2.5 minutes?
So what happened was I submitted about 5 bits to my personal producer. They all got approved with minor notes, mostly just make it shorter and cut 1 or 2 words out. But the biggest struggle was which song to open with for the first episode, and they were basically like, she was like, you have a really good problem to have because you have 3, maybe 4 strong sets. So you could really start pick whatever you want to do. It'd be fine.
And they didn't really tell you which one to pick?
No, but they sort of were like, we like this one. The network likes this one, but we'll be happy. You're the one on the front line, so you pick essentially what you want to pick.
So what'd you pick?
I picked It's a Trap.
It's a Trap. You can't play it, can you?
Yeah, I think I could play a little.
Can you play just a little sample for us? I would love that. Okay. Morgan J about to blow up, but you heard it here first on Brady Matthews. My first podcast.
I think they'll probably announce it like
he's about to blow up. This guy's going to be huge.
Yo, this song is dedicated to anybody in a long-term relationship. Here we go. Oh, it's called It's a Trap.
I like it. Yeah, you got that.
Yo, me and my girl, we getting ready to go out to a dinner party. But now I'm thinking maybe we got time to get a little naughty. So I gently put my hands all up on her body and she's like, stop that, not right now. Can I ask you a question? Yes, you can. Do you think that I put on some weight? Oh shit, what do I do? What do I say? If I'm wrong tonight, I'm gonna have to masturbate. Do I tell the truth? Cause she's looking kinda thick now. And I like it, but I know she's gonna flip out. So I tell her, you look fine. And I already see the anger in her eyes. It's not like even what I fucking asked you. Fast forward, I'm walking down the street with my lover. When she catches me looking at another girl, and she's like, do you think she's pretty? Well, not as pretty as you. There you go again with your bullshit. Well, I guess she's attractive, so now you wanna have sex with other people. Wow, this escalated quickly. Everybody in the city is staring. And then this is already over 2.5 minutes, as you can tell.
That's crazy. So how do you even nail that? I
guess I had to cut a lot.
But does it even make sense if you cut a lot out?
Yeah, because at the end there's like
you skip the part. You're like,
no, there's a whole.
So we're fucking.
No, there's a whole part where I do crowd work. So I'd be like, you bro, you Brady with your girlfriend next to you. Imagine we're in the club.
Right, Jackie.
You Jack, is your girl Jackie?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Brady. You know this song is about trap questions. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a trap question, Brady. How many people have you hooked up with in your life? And then I'll be like, you know what? Don't answer that. But enjoy the car ride home. Because you already know what's gonna happen. So the crowd
that is so good, dude.
Because he's gonna be like, oh my god, that guitar guy was so fun.
Right, and then she'll get in the car and go,
but like, how many people?
But for real though, like
I'm not gonna get mad.
I don't even care.
I'm not gonna get mad,
dude. Jackie loves to do that shit. My girlfriend loves to do that shit.
She likes to pick a fight.
Oh, loves it. She's going to Italy this Sunday. She's like, so are you gonna like? Are you just gonna like go crazy? And I go, what does that mean? I'm an adult.
You gonna go crazy?
I have shit to do.
What do you think? Like, as soon as you're gone, I just go on a fuck parade? Get the fuck out of here.
She goes, I mean, I don't care if you put like your wiener in other girls, but like just be smart about it.
Oh my god.
She'll say that, but obviously she doesn't mean that. But
dude, I had an ex-girlfriend who I went to Europe. She's like, you have a pass. And then I was like, all right. So I hooked up with somebody in Europe. And then eventually she kept prying and she asked about it. And then I told her and she was like, I can't believe you did that. And I was like, you said I could. She's like, well, I didn't think you would.
Wow.
And it's like, yo, don't play these games, dude. Just be real about it. Say you don't want me to fuck nobody, and let's make it that, and then I'll just cheat.
That's like her saying, I don't like breakfast in bed. I don't like breakfast in bed. And then 6 months later, she's like, how can we never make me any breakfast in bed? And you're like, what the? You just fucking told me you didn't want breakfast in fucking bed.
They're emotional creatures. They don't know what they want until they do it, and it's like they feel good. My mom was always saying, whatever, no matter what she says, get her flowers. Even if she's like, I don't like flowers, I don't like jewelry.
Right.
Just get it.
Or they say, the biggest red flag is when they say, I don't want kids and I don't want to get married. That means they want kids and they want to get married.
I mean, it's the whole thing. It's like, I'm not going to fuck you tonight.
Right.
So I don't know what you think. I'm not going to fuck you.
Yeah, they love to say that.
And then later on, it's like, oh, all right. Well,
I feel like that would sound so good under guitar, too.
I'm not going to fuck you tonight.
I'm not going to fuck you.
Let's try it. Let's see what's happening.
Watch. I'm not gonna fuck you. Maybe it's a new song. Yeah. Which?
I'm not gonna fuck you. You could just forget about it. Oh my god, we're fucking now.
but you can't come inside me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now that abortion is basically now that we're living in the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh God, isn't that scary? I don't get into politics at all because it's just not my rap.
It's
and
I'm too
dumb for that shit.
I was doing a show in San Diego. I could just already tell that this place they don't fuck with.
That's like Santa Barbara. I could tell that show, dude. Your boy, he and I have very similar styles.
Brent?
Yeah, very similar styles. We're very
high energy, moving around a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, shit. As soon as I saw him go up, I went, I'm gonna have a tough time because we're basically the same guy.
Yeah,
2 white dudes that move around a lot. We like to be animated. Like they're like, why don't we just? We've already seen this.
Yeah,
I just knew it was fucked, and then
I told him I was like, you should book Brady. He said he would do it. He would kill it.
Yeah, I was like, sure.
I vouched for you, dude.
I appreciate that. Whatever, but it was all. You could tell a lot of these Santa Barbara kids were all about like,
Juulin,
they're all like, Juulin, Bernie Sanders. Let's get some more sangria. How much longer do we have to watch comedy?
I told him he should do it outside.
100%. Or
Did you see it outside?
Yeah, or do it in the back of the room.
Or do
so
it in the
people
back
just
of the
stare at the back of the room because everyone's staring out.
And then that way, if people don't want to watch the show, they could just step outside.
Totally.
And then yeah.
If the stage is right by the fucking door, everyone's walking. It's like, have you done American Comedy Company?
Not yet.
It's good. But
I just
the problem
did the Comedy Palace for the first time last night.
How was that?
Dude, I love the noises.
Isn't that great? We keep it old school in here, right, Paul? Thanks. Last time we were here, the tile fell down. As soon as but remember, I pointed right at it. I pointed at it. And
shit.
I pointed at it. And it fell down. I was like, for 1 second, I felt like a superhero.
What was your? I want to talk about we talked about your SNL thing, but what was your vibe going into that screen test?
I was going to book it. I had no problem.
You thought there was no, but your knees were still shaking though.
Yeah, but I still felt my shit was bulletproof. Problem was, I wish it was a little more loose up there. And they say go 5 minutes, dude. You could have gone up there with you could have gone as long as you wanted.
Really?
I talked to Brooks Wheelan, and I won't give away too much because he said not to. But he said that he went up there and had a bunch of drinks before he went on stage. Broke the mic stand, was like just all over the place, and they loved it because they thought
they like the no fucks given vibe.
Totally,
they really do like that. I've heard that in other interviews.
You can't go in there and give one.
Oh, do you know who I talked to? Luke Null. About his audition.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
he was on it one season. They let him go after the first season. He was the new guitar guy.
Oh, okay.
He was last season, but he didn't really get a lot of screen time. And he was just saying he did this one bit where he played like a football player that nobody ever heard of, and he went up there and he was on his phone for like a minute before he said the first line. And then
they probably loved it.
He said they loved it.
Yeah, of course.
That energy of like, we don't give a shit. So at least I know. I mean, I don't think I'd be right for that show. I used to intern at 30 Rock.
Oh yeah.
And when I would do little
You don't think you'd be right for that show? I think you'd be great for that show.
I just don't think I have the energy or the work ethic to do it, like to be there 24/7.
It is a lot. It's a lot of, you have to live there. But I mean, that's what a job
I guess you do
is.
I guess you do. I guess it's a good experience. You do it for how long you can do it.
But look at the guys that got SNL for 1 year. Like, look at Finesse Mitchell. Like, the guy still gets good spots around town, and no one even remembers who the fuck he is doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
What would be your dream job? What's your dream job for Morgan J?
Long term, I'd love to just write songs.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd rather just be more of a musical artist than a comedian?
Well, no, I could write songs for children's movies, for children's shows, for pop artists, I will never stop writing comedy songs.
Yeah, I love that. It's so good. It's so fun.
I love it. I just never thought I would be good at it, and I will say it is hard for me to write this like good songs. I guess that reflects the work, right? Because I don't just write some song about
some bullshit.
But
I mean, is it mostly always all love songs that you write about that are like trap songs?
No, I got this fun. Let me show you a little fun one. It's like 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah. Give us a little.
This is probably one of my most recent. Well, no, the most recent song is a really fun one. It's about man crushes, and it's been doing really well.
Okay,
but this one.
You have a man crush?
We'll get into it.
Okay.
I went to the bathroom to take a little pee. I shook my ding-dong a little bit so there be no more left in me. I put my ding-dong back in my pants. To my surprise, there were still a few drippy drops left and I peed on my thigh.
It's great.
That's a little quick one.
That's beautiful.
So they're not all like that, but isn't that so silly?
That is silly.
And it always gets a good laugh.
I think that's funny. You could even add on to that, being like some celebrities that you look up to, and you're like, I wonder if Matt Damon does that. Does he wipe it off or just go?
Or does he? Yeah. Does he wash his hands or does he just?
Or is he like me and says, "Fuck it, I'll just go"?
Yeah.
So,
well, by the way, I mean, listen. I'll admit it right here. I don't always wash my hands after I pee because it's not like.
Who does, dude? I mean, people say wash your hands after you take a dump. I'm not wiping my hands with poop.
Well, you got to be careful with that. I mean,
because like they say, there's feces on pretty much 90% of people's phones. Ain't that a
dude,
fucking?
That means there's feces in my mouth, probably,
bro.
I'm just saying, I don't go around dipping my penis in garbage, so don't be coming at me like I'm a monster. If anything, you should wash your hands before you touch your dick.
Of course.
Kidding me?
Of course. That's etiquette. That's Wiener 101, if you will.
I just got checked out yesterday.
You did? By whom?
My doc.
Oh, yeah.
My brother.
I was going to say,
No.
my neighbor. My neighbor, she was checking my ass out again.
Get stuff going.
What would be the first thing you buy when you get all this money from the show? It's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it's a
lot of money.
There's a cash prize of $250,000.
That's it. Would you still live in Venice?
Yeah, I'd probably move to Culver City.
Really? You like Culver City?
I want to get real talk. I'm trying to be smart. I'm gonna be like Nipsey Hussle. I'm trying to get some property, bro.
The CC?
Trying to get some property, dude.
I feel you, dude. And then get shot.
Well, not there. I don't want to get property there, but I'd like to put a down payment on a house and then maybe rent it out and get my own little, because you got to be smart about that. Our career is great, but
it comes and goes. In waves.
In waves. So you got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably invest 90% of it in Bitcoin, and then I will.
Are you serious? And I was like, what? No. You're going, I'm not much of a political guy, but here's what actually I would do. My portfolio.
My Bitcoin portfolio. Yeah. No, I'd probably put a down payment on a house. Real talk, and I would probably help my parents with a nurse. My dad has Parkinson's, so I'd really? He's had it for a long time. He's wheelchair bound, so I'd probably get them a nurse or something now because my mom basically takes care of him, and it's like real. I have a lot of guilt about. I mean, we don't want to make this a bummer, but I don't want to. I'm like too. I wish I could say something really cool, but I think
you already did saying you want to help out your parents. Listen, I want to. When I get a big chunk of cash, I want to give seriously 50% of it to my mom and dad. Actually,
they're doing fine though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing great, but
you don't need to give them no money.
Yeah, but my parents have been so supportive with my career and everything.
Yeah.
They're so like tomorrow I could be like, Mom, I'm going to go into Navy flight school, and she'd be like, sounds good. Yeah, I can see that.
It's I
can see that.
I'm grateful for that. My parents are very supportive.
Yeah,
never once were they doubted me.
And you went to school for acting, right?
Went to NYU
for theater. And you said you were. Can you give us a little Shakespeare again, please? Because you did that for
two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventurous, piteous overthrows.
Paul, can you translate?
Doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fear I could keep. Well, we had to.
What does that mean? Does that mean has anyone seen the snowblower? Is that what that means?
No, that's the prologue to Romeo and Juliet, and basically we had to know. We had to say that in voice. That was the go-to voice and speech.
Wait, you had to put something in your teeth, right?
I put a cork in my. I still do it. I put it because I'm a mumbler. I put a cork in my mouth when I.
So you really, do you practice at home? You really practice at home songs and shit?
Yeah, this shit don't happen by accident.
I know, but I'm saying like comedians don't practice at home. I can tell you that. They just, when they practice when they go to the club, they're like, I swear to God, that joke when I wrote it out, that shit works.
I think I'm lucky in that because I'm doing these comedy songs now. I don't necessarily ever burn material. Because songs are different from jokes. People like to hear my songs. I've done shows. I've had repeat people come to shows now who are like, I hope
fans.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
You give out merch afterwards? You ever thought about that?
But I'm actually literally this week I'm working on what the next merch is going to be because as the TV show comes out, one of the producers suggested have some merch ready to go.
Yeah, dude, you should have like sweatshirts and shit.
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to go beanie. I'm trying to go things that don't have a lot of sizes because.
But problem with beanies, it's fucking hot out.
Yeah, but there's a style thing with it.
What about like
beer
a
koozies?
No, beer koozies. That's what dirty sports guys do. You know Joe Prano?
Yeah,
I love Joe. you Venice guys. How can you guys live in Venice? Dude, that fucking place.
We were just at a party.
That place scares the shit out of me.
It's just
stepping on syringes and homeless
there's
people.
Just a
and
level,
everyone's got a coffee shop.
There's just not a. There's just like this level of desperation that doesn't exist there that exists in like Hollywood.
Yeah,
everybody's trying to make it. At least in Venice, people are surfing, having coffee at the coffee
you
shop.
Be 45 and still doing fucking coke in the bathroom.
I mean,
Jesus,
it's like a fun vibe. I mean, if you have work ethic, it don't matter where you live.
Sure.
I mean, I don't really vibe with or connect hard with the people there.
Yeah.
But I do love hopping on a bicycle, going to the boardwalk.
And seeing your buds.
Having a beer. I mean, smoking some weed, chilling out. Although this month, no weed, no alcohol. I feel fantastic. So
really?
I feel incredible this
Were
month.
you just taking a month off?
Taking a month off. I was shooting this thing, and I was eating bad, and I was so stressed out that month. I was popping Xannies and smoking and drinking.
What? You need Xannies?
I wasn't like popping Xannies. I just needed to like go to bed. So because I couldn't sleep.
You're like Elvis, dude.
I was losing it, so I got to be careful with that. But I feel really good this month.
So are you running? You're working out, or you just
running? I lost 6 pounds because I wasn't going to the gym because I pulled a muscle in my back,
right?
And it was really fucked up, so I couldn't do it.
So when you're at home, what's your routine? What time you get up?
I usually get up whenever I get up. If I got nothing to do.
What a fucking life, dude.
Usually by like 9 or 10, between 9 and 10 o'clock, I'm up.
And do you make breakfast or do you fast?
I usually have oatmeal with blueberries and
dude, that's my jam.
Oatmeal's blueberry and banana. What other first times can we talk about though, man? First time.
Well, no, I was going to get into that.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
I was going to get into that, but I was just trying to get
routine.
I was just trying to get to know you.
Yeah, wake up. Well, like I said, I always make a to-do list the night before. Something I try to do every day is voice and speech exercises.
No shit.
Which involves about 10 to 15 minutes of yoga, stretching.
You meditate?
I'll meditate after this because I didn't have time to this morning.
Wow. So you'll just go home meditate, or you just go right to your car and meditate?
I'll probably do it.
Just a fucking...
Usually it's 50-50. Sometimes it's 50-50 in my car or in... Usually I get to places 20 minutes early to meditate in the car.
That's great.
That was a life-changing thing.
Oh, meditation's great.
Life-changing.
Do you let things just go through your head, or do you sometimes focus on things you want that you can manifest?
I do some visualization. Sometimes it's just a matter of trying to be present.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just trying to like let all the thoughts come, and then eventually it's like somebody described it in this app that I use. It's like a pond. It's like all the thoughts are like little rocks being thrown in the pond,
and all the ripples,
or like it's raining or whatever it is. Like all the thoughts are just the ripples, and then eventually, rocks or raindrops stop falling, and the pond, the
water goes
the
quiet.
pond just goes quiet.
Yeah.
And that's like an addictive feeling. I chase that feeling of just like a headspace that's totally like.
When you're up on stage and you're doing your thing, has it ever gone like the first time it ever went like not so good? And I know you had that one thing you said in New York, but when you're playing guitar and I know you have to interact with people, but sometimes I'll interact with people on stage.
It doesn't go anywhere.
And they don't say shit. And you're like, okay, well, obviously because they're scared, don't want to be a part of the act.
Well, I literally go, sometimes this crowd work doesn't go anywhere. And that gets a laugh. So we just move on to a song or a bit. I mean, low key right now, I've been doing stand-up at open mics. And I'm trying to bring stand-up back into my set. So.
How do you like doing the open mics? Because when I first started doing open mics, I wanted to kill myself.
I don't mind as much anymore because I don't have a day job. So it's before when I had a day job, every minute counted. So
what was your first shitty job?
Oh, man. I mean, I've done a lot of different jobs.
Give me the one. I've got a fucking couple that are just so bad.
Well, I mean, I used to help my mom clean houses.
Oh, that's right. How old were you?
It's probably like between the ages of 12 and 15, maybe.
Yeah, and how was that? Did you see how gross people are?
It was more like a pride thing. Like it hurt.
What, Paul? Oh, the sounds.
Yeah,
dude, it's all part of the atmosphere, homie.
No, it was a bummer because I grew up in a really wealthy town. So you're going to neighborhoods that like kids go to the same school as you, and it was just like.
Do you have kids that still hit you up from back home that are like married with kids and shit, and they're like, when are you gonna settle down with kids and get married and shit?
No, but I do have people hit me up. Like I was in San Diego, and some dude saw a post on Facebook, and he was like, "I'd love to come to your show," so he came through.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool.
Do you like seeing them, like old friends?
I love it, man. I embrace that.
Yeah.
I think I say yes more than I say no to things because the worst thing that can happen is that you just leave.
What was the first time you got crushed with this industry? Something you really wanted that you didn't get?
First time auditioning for Montreal. I was 23 or 24. I was doing stand-up.
Same here.
And I remember that year a friend of mine who had been doing stand-up for like, I want to say 2 or 3 years got it. First time doing it.
Who can you say who it was?
No, I don't.
Does he still do comedy?
No, he's
hilarious.
So
he got it, and he still doesn't.
Now he's like a big time producer. He's on HBO producing stuff. You might know who I'm talking about. He had a show on NBC.
Maybe
it was Gerard.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and I just remember being bummed out. But at the time,
he doesn't do comedy anymore, does he?
No, he does a lot of. He told me he wants to be like Norman Lear, producing shows and being behind the scenes.
He's just over it, isn't he?
I think people who. It's crazy how fast he got out of it.
Oh, dude, I'm not kidding you. I don't think I would do it anymore once things start popping up.
I think I'll never not want to perform. I love performing.
Well, I think if I had your talent with the guitar and the singing, I would definitely not want to stop performing.
I think what I would do is if garnering a certain amount of success, I would evolve my act to do whatever I want. I might even sing covers. I might sing normal songs that I've written, whatever it is. Because at a certain point, the crowd. Because I think people like me just because my voice is unique.
Well, I think also because you have that calm vibe up there. You don't seem too threatening. Because some comedians go up there, and I guess I can be kind of threatening sometimes. I'll go in on people, and then I'll realize I got to scale back because I was being too mean. Smiling
a lot is a big deal.
Sure.
Smile a lot on stage, trying to have fun, poking fun at yourself.
What's your perfect venue?
Oh man, in LA, the place I like to perform the most. I mean, they're always do these so far sounds.
The places you picked though, was that the one place you picked? Was that at a playhouse?
It's a little theater.
Yes, I know.
I like that place a lot.
I used to do acting class there.
I like it a lot, and if it's full, we have an hour coming up on Thursday, tomorrow, and we got 66 tickets sold. There's 55 seats in the theater.
That's great.
So. If even if not everybody shows up, we still have a great crowd.
Do you set up a little bit of wine and stuff out there for them?
I do, available for a donation.
I like that.
Because we're not allowed to sell, technically.
Of course not.
We set it up, and listen, I rented for I did it twice, sold it out, rented for $200 because it's $100 an hour.
Yep.
I mean, and then what you make back, if I sell tickets for $10, I mean, I'll make $500 for the show.
Wow.
So if I have time throughout the month to promote the show, I will do that. I think this show I'm gonna try to be a little bit more experimental and do stuff.
In terms of what?
I'm gonna use a loop pedal.
What does a loop pedal do?
Loop pedal allows me to put the guitar progression on, put the guitar down, go into the crowd while the chord progression is still going,
great.
And then talk to the crowd like, "You girl, what's your name, girl?"
And it just does.
It just keeps doing it.
That's great.
Keeps doing it. So I'm nervous to do it, but we got to go outside the comfort zone. There's not going to be a lot of industry at this show, so who gives a fuck? Just go for it.
And even if there is, who gives a shit? Still go for it.
And then you discover something. And
but you have fans now from the show. Do you think they'll come out and see the show? See your 1 hour tomorrow?
After no, because the TV show didn't air. But once it airs, I think I'm going to do it again and see what happens.
Maybe you could do it.
Maybe I'll do it at Dynasty Typewriter.
Yeah.
Get a bigger venue.
Do they ever hit you up to come do spots?
No.
Oh, they will after this.
Yeah, it's really
cakes.
It's really interesting to see who fucks with you now and who doesn't fuck with you.
Dude, just give it time. People were coming out of the woodwork when I was getting some heat. It was hilarious. I was like, what the fuck?
For example,
CAA?
Oh yeah.
What?
Dude, I just did Laughing Skull Comedy Fest this past weekend.
Yeah. And your agency got you that, right?
I think it helped. My manager might have put in a good word, but I submitted like everybody else and got in. And then I remember at my last show, there was a booker there who hasn't booked me on a show here in LA like in 3 years. Go up, murder it, immediately get a text. What are your avails for next month?
Hilarious. Was it the Laugh Factory?
No, it was a show at the West Side Comedy Theater.
Really? Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. So okay.
She's nice enough. I mean, at a certain point...
Oh, I thought it was a he. Oh, okay.
You can't take it personally. Because they don't.
I don't. But you know what? It's funny. I bombed at what's his face's...
Brent's show?
Brent, yeah. I bombed so hard.
Did he take it personally? Was he bummed out?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It happens.
But I bombed so hard that I was like up there sweating in front of people. I haven't sweat in front of anyone in so long. It felt like I was doing comedy for the first time again, where nothing was hitting, and I was just like, I gotta get out of here.
The hot flash that comes over you.
And I told him, because usually I'll tell the bookers to light me at 15. I'll end up just doing like 15 more minutes. Dude, he lit me at 15. I was ready to get off at 12.
Oh my god!
And he lit me at 15. I spit up my last bit and I go, all right guys, you can go fuck yourself. And then I got off stage.
Bro,
that crowd was waiting for Bernie Sanders to walk in to just fucking talk nonsense.
You know what I do when a set's not going well? This is what I say. I say, guys, that song usually kills, but it's good to be humbled every now and then. And
dude, I was like,
you gotta find those things.
I felt like Bill Burr when he's on stage and he's fucking. Have you seen that clip where he's just
a Philadelphia clip?
He's getting so booed and he's like, "Fuck you guys."
How much time I got? 15 minutes. Fuck you guys. The city of brotherly love.
8 minutes. He goes.
You got a statue to a fake person.
You got a fake person.
You got a fictional statue or whatever. I forgot how it went.
Speaking of, who was the first comedian that you saw where you're like, I could do that. I want to do what he does.
I don't know if it was like a specific show, but I remember watching Premium Blend growing up.
Yes,
and I was like,
I wanted to be on it so bad.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I was like,
I could do that shit.
I could do this shit.
Oh, for sure.
But the first performer I saw live was Baron Vaughn. He came to my college.
Yeah.
And you know Baron Vaughn?
Wait, is this? I think you told me this story of. Oh
no! I mean, this guy he did the show, and then it was him and Dana Dude. I don't know if you know who Dana Dude.
Yeah.
Is. So it was Baron then Dana Dude. Baron actually I think had a better set than Dan, and he went first. And I just remember like that shit was dope. I loved his set. He was 26 at the time or 27. Cut to 10 years later, I signed with the same agency that he has.
No shit.
And it's so crazy how full circle it comes, you know?
It's true. But if you work hard enough and you believe in yourself and you keep working hard, you know, great things will happen.
I think to add to that is you got to be realistic and nice.
Of course.
Because I think a lot of people have the attitude like, I deserve this, I'm going to get that. And then I'd say 6 years in, I had that attitude.
What did you like musical comedy when you first saw it before you were doing it?
I mean, I love Tenacious D. You know who I like? Stephen Lynch.
Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords. I don't know if I liked as much as I'd liked somebody like Stephen Lynch. I remember Stephen Lynch. I don't know. I saw his half-hour Comedy Central Presents, and I was like, this guy is great. And
I don't know Stephen Lynch.
Well, what's cool about you're right. Yeah, what's cool about Stephen Lynch is he ended up being on Broadway in The Wedding Singer, and
that guy.
Yeah,
he's great.
Special Ted.
Yeah.
If I were gay, I would give you my heart, and if I were gay, I would give you my whole being. And he does it like, please stop cupping my hand. And like, what I liked about him, he sang great. He was a good musician. And it kind of shows you musical comedy. You have other avenues. Reggie Watts is another person who I saw last week do stand-up. Or he did characters.
Oh, but he was doing characters? He wasn't doing his music?
He didn't bring his guitar. He didn't bring his loop pedal or anything with him. I'm just saying, like, I could go... At the festival this past weekend, one of the shows didn't have a mic stand. And I said, fuck it, I'm just going to do stand-up. I went up there, did 6 minutes.
How'd it feel?
It felt great, dude. I had a good set.
Yeah,
I held my own with everybody on the fucking set.
Because you're funny.
Yeah, if you're just a funny person and you could do it. And now I have this confidence. That's why I'm going back and doing the bits. And if I could have 10 to 15 minutes of stand-up that's solid. You
know what I like, too, that you have is you can do the guitar, but you can also ditch the guitar for a minute and you can have a real moment.
Oh, yeah.
And you can talk to the crowd. It's like it's kind of like a one-man show. I mean, obviously, that's what 60 minutes of stand-up comedy is. It's basically a one-man show. But you have other elements of it, because sometimes I'll watch comedy and I'll watch it for I'll be into it 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, how much time does this guy got left? Like,
you got to be dynamic, man.
Of course.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that.
No, I agree.
You gotta be. I mean, Louis C.K. said it. It's just as important to be interesting as it is to be funny on stage. And there's a lot of people out there yelling for 10 minutes, doing the same kind of shit over and over again. That's why I'll do a song, I'll talk a little bit, trying to. So like musicians will talk before and after songs, between songs. I want to perfect that and make that time between the songs. Flight of the Conchords does that really well. If you watch did you watch their most recent special? I'd say the funniest stuff happened between their songs. I'd say their songs are very what gets flack in the comedy community.
Well, because also people are like, it's not that's not stand-up comedy. Well, I'm sitting there going, if they're having fun, then I'm having fun. I don't give. That's why I do impressions. That's why I like to do impressions in my act.
That's right.
Because I've been doing them forever, and I still like doing them.
Dude, it's entertainment, man.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
You know who I watched the other night that I think that's really great? And I'm sorry to cut you off. Was Amazing Jonathan. Guy's fucking great. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. Amazing Jonathan. where he's like, he goes up to this one guy. He's like, he just fucks with people. Where he's like, he brings a guy on stage and he goes, pick a card. Any card.
Is he a magician? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the guy will pick a card out and he goes, all right, pick a different card. And then the guy picks a different card and he goes, all right, no, one in the middle. And the guy picks the one in the middle and he goes, all right, never mind, get the fuck up there. And then it's just like,
that is fantastic.
So good. He just fucks with people.
Oh man, dude,
it's so fucking good.
You know what? I'm gonna recommend you for the show I'm doing tonight. It's called Booby Trap.
Oh yeah, I heard it's great.
It's a fun show. It's a variety show.
Right, yeah.
You could do stand up, or if you wanted to just do a whole set of impressions, because you only get 4 minutes on the show. It's like boom, 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 boom,
That'd
boom.
Be fun.
I do when I go up there. I just do crowd work for 4 minutes.
Do you really?
I'm a big fan favorite there. They just have me. They love when I go up there. And just
I'm a fan
around.
favorite of yours, dude.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
I am. Huge fan.
It's dude. I remember. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I did a show. A girl came to see me. She introduced herself. She said, "I just want you to know this is my 4th time seeing you."
Wow.
And I had no idea. And like, especially with the show that I do in Los Angeles at this little theater, I've done it twice, sold it out twice. I got people buying tickets that I don't know.
That's
and
great.
I don't know if you can name other comics, like big name. I'm a no-name comic.
Right.
I'm a no-name comic.
And you're doing it all on your own.
Selling tickets based off of my performance. Basically what I do for the month leading up to the show, I'll do a live show like tonight before I get off stage. I'll be like, by the way, guys, I got a show. Tickets available this day, doing a full hour. And then people come through. They buy tickets.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's your silky smooth voice?
I think I put on a good fucking show, dude.
No, you do.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it is. You put on a good. If you put
I love how mad you get.
I get mad because there's comics out here like who these like. I don't want to get on a high horse, but people who doing like their alt comedy, their jokes that are like for insiders, and it's like, dude, people want to laugh. Just be entertaining.
Yeah.
And then
it's kind of like the Netflix specials that come out now. Like the Nate Bargatze, I thought was hilarious, but a couple of them, I'm like, God damn,
Nate was great. Some of the 15 minutes, I was like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
If you could do like your first comedy special, who would you want to do it to, or who would you want to do it for?
I'd do it on Netflix.
HBO. Oh,
yeah. I think just only because Netflix. I will take a pay cut if I can get more exposure. I just know that my first special will be good. It will be good. It will be like something people have never seen before.
I totally agree. I can already see it,
and it will be like a game changer for me for sure.
That's awesome.
And I feel confident that it will be different than anything that people have put out. I want it to be like MTV Unplugged meets a comedy special.
That's beautiful. And what venue would you do it at? Would you do it at one of Dennis?
No, I thought I would do it out of town. I might, you know what? I think I might do it at an intimate space in San Francisco. For some reason, SF fucking loves me for some reason. I fucking murder up there.
Of course, I can see that. They would hate me up there. They would hate my guts for sure. Dude. I'm too bro. San Diego, I fucking crush their faces.
Yeah, but
Santa Barbara, they're like, I don't get it.
But I also hear places in Minneapolis and the Midwest are great rooms there to do well in. But
because also I think Midwest too, people haven't seen a guy like you before.
Exactly, and the crowds are just like less cynical and easier. I mean, the fact that I do so well here in LA is already. I mean, I could do a special here in LA, but I would probably do it in San Francisco.
What are you gonna do when all these girls want to fucking be all over you? How are you gonna handle it? What is Morgan J gonna do?
I'm gonna be all over them.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. I'm currently seeing somebody.
Are you really?
We are in an open thing. We are.
Do you think you'll always be in an open thing? You gotta be. You're a lover of ladies is what it is.
We just want new shit, dude. I mean, I'm somebody who gets tired of my own fucking material.
Of course. You're a comedian.
How am I going to get tired of this? I'm trying to write a bit about this. The minute I start calling somebody my girlfriend is the minute that I'm just like, everything about you annoys me.
Oh, for sure.
I just like, you guys know, like the joke is something like, there's some people who are just like really good in small doses, you know, like my girlfriend or your mom or, just people who.
Right. People you can hang out with for 30 minutes and then we're good.
And it's not even them, man. It's like every girlfriend I've ever had, the minute we go girlfriend, boyfriend, I'm just like, I got to get out of this. I can't be here.
What was the longest relationship you ever had?
On and off. 3 years, maybe.
What's the most romantic thing? The first most romantic thing you did for a girl?
First girlfriend. We were long distance for a little bit, so
That's the worst.
I printed out a photo of us.
Some wiener pics?
No, it was a cute photo of the two of us. I glued it on some cardboard. I cut the cardboard into puzzle pieces, and for the whole summer we were away, I sent her a different piece every week. And then
what? Where did you read that?
I don't know if I read that or I came up with that shit.
You came up with that shit?
I don't know. I forget, but
damn,
I glued it on a piece of cardboard, cut them up into puzzle pieces, and then every week I would mail her a different piece. So by the end of the summer, there was like a note on the back, and then
that is the most romantic thing I've ever heard. Do you like to cook?
I don't love to cook, but I'm good at cooking, unfortunately.
What's your go-to? Some pasta?
Arroz con frijoles.
What?
And,
what is that?
Rice and beans. Oh. I make beans from scratch, some rice.
You make beans from scratch?
Yeah, with the pressure cooker, I soak them and all that shit. Saute some,
Did your moms teach you that?
She cooked them, but eventually I looked up a recipe, how to do it for real.
So you're a pretty smart guy in terms of because cooking, I'm not kidding you, I'm retarded. I can't figure it out. I
just eat some salt, pepper, garlic.
Bro, I'm not kidding. I'll throw some carne asada on the grill. Let's make some fucking goddamn tacos.
But then, you're not even marinating or putting spices or nothing.
No, I'll marinate a little bit, just depending on what we have in the cabinet. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, the other day I put chili powder in my oatmeal because I thought it was pumpkin spice.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm a fucking retard. Yeah. I'm stupid. I'm very dumb.
I mean, I was
eating it, Paul, and I go like this. I go, ooh. I go, that's a spicy ass oatmeal. What is this shit?
What is this?
And then I look up and it says spicy, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking such an idiot.
I put some Cajun spice in my oatmeal because I'm fucking stupid.
That's good. You can have that. I just do everything wrong all day, every day.
No, dude.
Like the other day, I went down to AAA and I had to give them these papers, and then I had to write it. I had to get a checkbook. I went down, I forgot my checkbook, so I had to go back home and get the papers. I went home, got the papers, went back down.
Didn't have the checkbook.
Didn't have the checkbook. Guy looks at me, he's like...
You got to set reminders.
I look at him, I go, I'm going to go to the gym.
You got to set reminders for... I set reminders.
I'm losing my mind, dude. As I get older, I'm losing my mind.
I set reminders for everything, bro. I use the phone I actually downgraded to a small phone because I was addicted to my phone. So I wanted something slower, smaller, and it's worked.
What are you big on motivational quotes? Do you believe in any of that shit?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to really know the truth, this is embarrassing, but at a certain point, I put a mirror in my shower, and like a shaving mirror, like a little circular mirror, and then when I would shower, I'd look in the mirror and I would say shit like, "You're a cool guy. You're a fucking star, bro." Dude, no, I would say it like that. I'd say, "Bro, you're fucking great, man. Why wouldn't people want to hang out with you? You're awesome. You got this. You're the best."
Maybe I should take that technique.
And I would do that in the shower. And
I'll wake up and look in the mirror and go, "We're doing this again, aren't we? How are we doing this again?"
God. No, I keep it. When I visualize or meditate, I'll be like, "You're a star. You're a fucking star."
Yeah.
But I say it with "You are a fucking star, Morgan."
Yeah, you have to believe it.
You got to say it with that intention. And I know it's lame.
No, it's true.
Because eventually the more you say it, the more it becomes real for you.
Yeah, I think when you meditate, like when I meditate, I legit have 5 things I totally focus on, and the weirdest shit, Morgan, things just start happening. Mm-hmm. Things start popping up. And
what I visualize is me walking to my mailbox and there's a bunch of checks in the mail.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I've been visualizing that for the past 5 years. Okay, so you have something big coming up.
Yeah,
you're excited about. When's that date? When's that show come out?
The show comes out.
Can you say the name of the show?
No, okay. I don't think the social media team lets me know, but it's going to be January 9th after America's Got Talent. That's all I'll say.
That's fucking fantastic.
I don't know what episode I'm on, but I'm on a, let's just say I'm on at least one, and I'm on more than one and less than 4.
That's great. Do you get residuals for that?
I don't think it's going to air more than one. I mean, I got SAG. I got SAG minimum.
Oh,
whatever SAG.
What a fucking joke. Okay, so where can people find you?
MorganJ.com, JAY. There will be coming this summer. There's going to be new merch. There's going to be new tour dates. I have some schools coming up in the fall, and I think around then, once the show airs, I'm going to try to book some clubs as well, and really see what the power of network television can do for you.
And did you say your website?
MorganJ.com. That's JAY, and then I use my Instagram the most at MorganJ. Come this summer, I will be releasing singles. And then eventually we want to release a special in the next year and a half. I also have a show that we are working on pitching and possibly with a production company, possibly some. But right now it's really early on.
I love that. Well, I want you to come back when all that.
I'd love to come back.
Pop and when you're becoming a superstar.
I'd love to.
There was something else I was going to say. Oh, where's your show tomorrow night?
Venice at Beyond Baroque. Tickets are readily available. I put 100 tickets on sale. We've sold 66. We could put out chairs, whatever. And
nice.
It's at Morgan J. Is this going to come out today?
We're not. I was going to say, yeah, I was just thinking that as I was asking you. So,
Tomorrow?
no, it's not. But
okay, just go to morganj.com for tour dates, and that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this.
Dude, I love hanging out with you. Sometimes I think about texting you when I'm in your neighborhood, but I get nervous.
Why don't you, dude? We'll go get some.
Takaya.
We'll get some Zanku chicken.
Where's that?
It's like California chicken, but it's like
okay. I like Takaya.
Have you had
dude.
it, Paul? It's pretty fucking
I'm
good.
a Takaya dude now.
All right. Anyways, that's been Morgan J. I've been Brady Matthews. Please subscribe, listen at comedypopup.net. And that's been real.
Comment,
I've been Brady
tell
Matthews.
your friends. I'm Morgan J.
Subscribe, love, listen, and God bless. Bye bye.